The modern Turkish Republic is a result of the War of Independence led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Having fought himself at various fronts during World War I, he witnessed the horrible consequences of war firsthand and chose to make peace with former adversaries. What we celebrate today is the rebirth of our nation, to become a republic based on democracy and equality. Atatürk's vision, peace at home, peace in the world, still guides the Turkish foreign policy today. Our main foreign policy aims are to strengthen regional peace and security, to promote economic development and prosperity in our region, and to influence the transformation of the global system. We work hard to achieve these goals and do not hesitate to be vocal against oppression and injustice. The point in case is Palestine. The killing of innocent civilians must stop. There is an urgent need of a ceasefire in Gaza and ending the occupation of Palestinian territories by Israel. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, Turkey is willing to work together to eliminate global injustice. Leave no one behind is a guide for these efforts. Turkey is a big contributor to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. We support the activities that will ensure fair, inclusive growth and development on all international platforms. Esteemed guests, before reading out President Erdogan's message on the occasion of the Republic Day, allow me to elaborate on our relations with Africa at large and, of course, with Zimbabwe in particular. Africa, with our young and dynamic population, rich natural resources and vast, fertile lands, has immense potential. We are in full solidarity with our African brothers and sisters, supporting the continent's efforts for peace, stability and development, based on the principles of equal partnership and mutual respect. Turkey's strategic partnership with the African Union underlines our strong bond. In a few days, Turkey-Africa Ministerial Review Conference will be held in Djibouti. This review conference will prepare for the 4th Turkey-Africa Summit, which is going to be held in 2026. I am especially delighted that Zimbabwe will be represented in her capacity as the chair of SADC. I would like to extend my congratulations for assuming the role of SADC chair in August. I am confident His Excellency President Mnangagwa's leadership will strengthen SADC and regional cooperation. Distinguished guests, Excellencies, looking back to this year, I am glad to report that our relationship with Zimbabwe is deepening. This is underlined by the growing number of high-level visits. Honorable Frederick Shava attended 3rd Antalya Diplomacy Forum in March, met Foreign Minister of Turkey, His Excellency Hakan Fidan. Ambassador Shava shared Zimbabwe's vision with participants at the Realizing the Potential of Africa panel. Honorable Felix Mona, Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, was in Istanbul only 2 weeks ago, where an MOU on cooperation in the field of transport was signed with his counterpart, Minister Uraloğlu. President of the Turkish Constitutional Court will be in Victoria Falls tomorrow to attend Congress of the Conference of Constitutional Jurisdictions of Africa as an observer. On the trade and economy front, hundreds of Zimbabwean officials and entrepreneurs visited Turkey, attended fairs and international conferences. In March, Turkish Electronics Exporters Association, in cooperation with Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce, held fruitful B2B meetings in Harare. As a result of our joint efforts with our Zimbabwean counterparts, our bilateral trade volume has increased by 30% in 2023. The figures still do not fully reflect our full potential, and I am confident it will continue to grow in a balanced manner. The Agreement on Trade and Economic Cooperation was ratified this year. Agreement on the elimination of double taxation is finalized after 2 reciprocal visits of our revenue authorities and is now ready for signature. I am also pleased that our people-to-people contacts are increasing, be it for education, health reasons, or sports and faith tourism. More Turkish tourists are discovering the natural beauties of Zimbabwe. distinguished guests, excellencies, throughout the year, Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency, TICA, continued to support sustainable development of Zimbabwe. TICA funded a project in the agricultural sector on sesame, which is a climate-resilient crop. TICA also commissioned a microbiology laboratory at Harare Institute of Technology, contributing to research on health and food sectors. To react to the El Nino-induced drought that affected Zimbabwe so badly, TICA and Diyanet Foundation augmented their food distribution projects to more than 35,000 households throughout Zimbabwe. Diyanet Foundation and other Turkish NGOs monitored 100 boreholes that are in use in rural areas. Finally, Zimbabwean students continued their studies in Turkish universities thanks to Turkey scholarships. This year, 20 more Zimbabwean students will be joining this program. So my message in a nutshell is we will continue to work hand in hand with Zimbabwe. Now allow me to cite the message of His Excellency Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, President of the Republic of Turkey, on the occasion of Republic Day. I quote, "My dear citizens at home and abroad, distinguished friends who join us in celebrating this auspicious day. I greet you with my most heartfelt feelings, affection and respect. I congratulate each and every one of our citizens living in our country and in all corners of the world on 29 October Republic Day. I would like to thank all our friends and guests at home and in different parts of the world as well for sharing with us our joy on this festive day on behalf of my country and nation. Today we feel the happiness and rightful pride of reaching the first anniversary of the new century for our republic. Happy 101st anniversary. I commemorate, thank you. I commemorate with gratitude first and foremost Gazi Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of our republic and the founding cadres of our state. I wish Allah's mercy on our martyrs and veterans who watered the soils of our homeland with their blood for sake of our independence and future since the Battle of Malazgirt. Our martyrs, especially those we lost in the attack on TUSAŞ, the leading organization of our defense industry, and each of our brothers and sisters who fell for our independence, will always live in our hearts. I remember with respect and veneration every one of our heroes who played a role in the establishment and survival of our state that ruled in the vast expanse of our geography of hearts and left indelible traces on history. We are determined to make the independent, strong, honorable, prosperous Turkey everlasting forever, which is the legacy of all our states extending from the Selçuks to the Ottoman Empire and finally to the Republic in the Anatolian lands. As a nation, we have a long-established state tradition that exceeds 2,200 years, which finds its meaning in the 16 stars of our presidential seal. We aim to use, develop and strengthen this legacy in a way that will offer the greatest contribution to the common heritage of humanity with our kin and friends besides us. To make peace, tranquility, security and justice prevail within our borders, our region and in our world, we will hold on more tightly to this age-old historical perspective of our nation, of our values and civilization. Neither terrorist organizations, nor those who are trying to throw our region into blood and fire with their expansionist ambitions, can prevent our struggle from reaching its goal. To this end, we are working day and night to raise our country above the level of contemporary civilizations, overcoming all obstacles. With our nation's support, we have accomplished significant achievements in the period we left behind. We are now on the eve of a period where the sacrifices we have made will be rewarded in every field, from security to technology, from diplomacy to economy. As we stated in last year's Republic Day message, whatever we do it with the intention of glorifying the ideal of a great and strong Turkey. With the help of Allah, the wisdom and support of our nation, and the political and military power of Turkey, we are determined to make our republic even stronger in this new era we have entered. We sincerely believe that all members of our nation, regardless of their origins, political views, and all our friends, wherever they live in the world, will be with us in this historical struggle. With these feelings, I sincerely congratulate all our citizens living in Turkey and abroad on the Republic Day. Happy 101st anniversary of our Republic. End of quote. Before concluding my address, I would like to thank our colleagues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade for their cooperation. My thanks also go to the embassy staff for their efforts throughout the year, and especially for today's preparations. Thank you for your attention. Tino Kut.